The Parliamentary Committee on Water and Sanitation will on Thursday visit Hammanskraal in Tshwane following the outbreak of cholera that has claimed 17 lives. The committee says it will engage role players to ascertain why recommendations that were agreed upon during a meeting held with the committee in February 2020 are not implemented. The committee held several meetings with the City of Tshwane, the Department of Water and Sanitation and water boards to find a solution to the challenge of the quality of the water within the city. To discuss this a bit more further and the purpose for tomorrow's visit, we are now joined by the Chairperson of the Portfolio Committee on Water and Sanitation, Robert Mashego, and he joins us via our phone line. Robert, thank you so much for joining us here on the late edition. First things first, as Parliament, as the Portfolio Committee on Water and Sanitation and as the Chairperson, what is your immediate reaction to what has taken place in Hammanskraal?
Thank you very much. My apologies. Lord Chair, that I'm too dark. I see people might not see me at my face. Good evening to the listeners and to the watchers of the show. But look, we as the Portfolio Committee, remember we went there more than twice and we took a lot of recommendations that we needed the City of Tshwane to do. The City of Tshwane did not necessarily do any of the things that we have agreed upon. The fact that there are 17 lives that has been lost is just shattering our imagination, because could it not have been that they have been ignoring our recommendations and decisions that we thought they should do? These lives could have been saved if indeed this cholera emanates from the contaminated water that come from Rooiwal.
And Robert, if maybe we could take a step back, when it comes to those recommendations you gave to the city in February 2020, what did that actually entail? What steps were the city meant to take to try and resolve this problem?
Remember, there was a realization, even the acceptance by the City of Tshwane, that they have not been treating water in Rooiwal for some times. That the contract which was there prior to them coming into office, which was treating and cleaning water, has been cancelled and there is no substitute thereof. So then, and we understood their political mandate, that they were saying, no, this was a contract which was appointed by our predecessors. We want to appoint ours. Then we said, we want to give you time to appoint that contract within 3 months. And in that 3 months, we want you to have started this process of cleaning this water and people of Tshwane get water, because they were literally drinking water from the pond that has not been cleaned. So they agreed, the commitment, they agreed that 3 monthly will monitor. They will appoint the contractor. There was a manager who was managing the process prior the cancellation. He was there, Mr. Van der Merwe. So the commitment was that they will immediately activate the contract, not that one, but they'll appoint another one, and we can monitor them on 3 monthly basis that they are doing that. So we committed that shall happen. For the first 3 months we went, and there was a bit of work that you could see, but even if it was a slow work, the fourth month, they did not come to the party. The mayor decided no longer to be part of the process.
And perhaps, did they give you reasons as to why they would not continue with those recommendations which they were given?
They was incapable. Remember, the city was even struggling even to have their own meetings. So they could not sit in their own meetings. They could not take decisions. They could not even pass the budget, because consistently there will be infights, and they could do nothing. Up until then, we said, we then recommended to the Department of Water and Sanitation that let's take over the functions of the city, which we did. We instructed the MEC of Gauteng, Honorable Lebogang Maile, to implement Section 154, which he did. But then the city went to court, and unfortunately the court fined against the province, and the city was then put back as an authority. Nothing has happened, and we took we asked the Department of Water and Sanitation nationally to take the city to court, which is what the city has done. I mean, the department has done now.
And Robert, when we look at the issues now which plague the community of Hammanskraal, would you say that it is indeed the political instability in the city of Tshwane which has led, to these severe problems, which has now led to the ultimate death of residents in that municipality, and hence why we find ourselves here now?
Look, I was there today. The city is not accepting that indeed the cholera emanates from the contaminated water. They are taking the test to find that. But in the absence of any other thing, we are very convinced that could the city be stable, the city being capable of maintaining their responsibilities, this life could have been saved. Yes, we want to really apportion the bigger chunk of the problem to the instability of the city and the instability of the political scenario in the city of Tshwane.
And of course, you are going there tomorrow. You will be inspecting that community of Hammanskraal. If you could just take us through what that visit will actually look like.
And my apologies, because as I'm saying, I'm coming from Hammanskraal now. There is a rearrangement of the visit. The visit is now on Friday. Why on Friday? It is because there is a meeting between the city of Tshwane, the minister, and we want to be part of that particular team, because we don't want to go there for political reasons, because we'll go there and we meet with nobody, because the city will not be there, the department will not be there. So the minister is going on Friday. We are joining the minister. We are going to be part and parcel of the meeting between the minister, the city, and us, because we want that. Remember, the mayor of Tshwane has now agreed that the department must take over the responsibilities of running that particular project. So we want it to be officialized in the meeting that indeed it is now the department that is going to run the problem, that there must not be a second thoughting as to who takes the responsibility and the blame as and when failures is realized.
Yeah.
Because now the mayor will point a finger at the department. The department point a finger at the city. Now this meeting, which is a tripartite meeting, we want it to take that decision that says the department is now the authority, and that the responsibility lies with them. That when there is challenges, we know where to go to.
But Robert, one would say that the residents of Tshwane also want accountability. So who should be held responsible? Surely that you, as a portfolio committee of Parliament, will also then be trying to hold those liable, those who were indeed expected to ensure that that water is clean. I know that even the likes of the EFF, they will be heading down tomorrow to go and lay charges against the city. Who should be held accountable for this?
For now, the city of Tshwane should be held accountable, because it is them and them alone who are supposed to clean the water, who are supposed to serve the people of Tshwane with clean water. They did not do that. That's their responsibility. Yes, they are accepting that they did not, because they are incapable, they have got no capacity. It does not take away the responsibility of them owning up to the problems.
All right, then. Okay, then thank you very much. That is indeed Robert Mashego there. He is the chairperson of Parliament's Portfolio Committee on Water and Sanitation, telling us about their visit, which was meant to take place tomorrow. But he says it has since been moved to Friday because, as you can tell, a number of stakeholders want to be involved in that visit to Hammanskraal.